Hello, thanks for joining me for another video. Today I am bringing you a project that is part of the Embossing Folder Fridays hop. This is a monthly hop with just a few participants, so don't forget to look in the description box below to check out their videos as well. The embossing folder that I'm using today is from Gemini, and it has a pretty fancy flourish inside. Almost looks paisley in a couple of areas, but then it also has a really light kind of hexagon pattern in the recessed areas, and you'll see that in the finished cards. And I just start out with a piece of purple paper today. I'll be doing 2 cards, so I cut 2 panels at 4 by 5 1/4. Today I'm using Versamark ink. It is a clear sticky ink that works great for embossing. So I am doing direct to the embossing folder today. You can emboss your paper first and then apply the embossing ink, but that gives a little different look and not the one I'm going for today. I decided I want to try both of the sides of this embossing folder. So here I just decide which one I'm going to do first and make sure I can tell the difference when I come back to do the other side. And I just take my ink pad, direct to those raised areas, and kind of being careful not to smash the ink pad into all of the areas, because I want my embossing ink to stick to just to those areas that are raised up. When I pull this one out, you can see that the darker areas are the areas with the embossing ink kind of pressed into them. I did the same thing to get the image of the other side of the folder, except this time there are some lighter areas that are kind of raised in the middle. I make sure that I get those pretty decently coated with the ink and run that through the machine. I do make a pretty fantastic mess getting the embossing powder all over these panels. Today I'm using the Recollections Bling. So this is the Michaels product, and I got it on sale. And it is pretty sparkly, and you'll see that in the end result. Once I have my panels all covered in the embossing powder, I grab a dry brush so I can wipe away some of the areas that I didn't really want the embossing folder or powder to be. So the dry brush that I'm using today is one of the set of 4 Crayola brushes. These brushes are pretty large, and they are super soft. So I've been using them for things like this, brushing away embossing powder, using them with perfect pearls, and some other techniques that just need a dry, soft brush. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified when I load more videos like it. And somehow we cut past the heat embossing portion of using the heat gun and trying to figure out why my fingers are burning, to the final product here. I'm not sure what happened with that chunk of video, but the result of heating this embossing powder is just fantastic. It is very silvery and blingy and makes a great accent to this particular embossing folder. And I just mounted it on an A2 card base and accented both of them with the Hello die cut from Pink and Main, and added a couple dots from Gina Marie Designs. If you're new to embossing folders or heat embossing, let me know in the comments, and I'm happy to do a video that features some techniques. Don't forget, safety first.